Wow. Bicycle. Yep. Good day people, my name is Gerda and welcome back to Gerda, A Flame in the Winter.
The windows are shining like beacons in the darkness. Did Anders forget to put up the blackout curtains again?
That's bad. We're going to get fucking bombed. Ah, nice little farm. Go. Well, he certainly is home. What's that red over there? What? How? Whose car is that? I don't know Anna had company. Tracks in the roads leading into the driveway. Fresh tire tracks. That's a Gestapo car. Oh no. Anna's. How is put into the driveway? It's a Gestapo car park. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Ah! Lying half buried in snow. That's a spike. Oh, that's blood. Ha! Snow is stained with blood. Oh no, Annas. Please let him be alright. Ah! Halt! Keep your hands where you can see them. Is this the thanks I get? What? I treated your wounded comrade, and now you're threatening me in my own house. I'm sorry, miss. I've heard about the incident. Please go to the kitchen. You will not be harmed. Well, if it isn't our woman of the hour. Soldiers, secure the front door. Yes, sir. Where's Anders? Hello again, Frau Larsen. You must say I'm surprised by your home. Look at the state of this place. What a mess you keep. Where is my husband? In the bedroom. He seems to be having a rough night. You fucking bastard. You have no right to treat us like this. This seems like something you should take up with my boss. He's waiting in the other room with your husband. But hurry, enjoy them if I will go. Anders! Gerda, you're alright. One moment, Frau Larsen. You may speak to your husband after you have spoken to me. My name is Criminal Inspector Felix Stahl. We have to meet under such circumstances. What have you done to him? I'm afraid your husband is facing some serious allegations. There was an incident in the Vistigal factory. We have reason to believe your husband was involved. We'll need to take him to the station for proper interrogations. It's just a formality, of course. Well, I don't care about this. Do you have any proof? You seem to be a decent German woman, so I'll say this. Wait. Some disconcerting information. Someone snitched on Anders and the rest of his group who could have done something like this. At any rate, we'll be leaving as soon as my men finish the house search. At least allow me to tend to my husband before I take him away. We have a first aid kit in the storage room. Ah, of course, your nurse, yeah. One of our men received treatment at the clinic in town this morning. More accurately, the clinic where I'm told you work. Dr. Lindholm's, isn't it? That's right. He looks at his watch. You should hurry if you wish to treat your husband before we leave. Of course, I'll be right back. Shit. Shit. Did you take my pearls? Oh shit, I should be reading this, I'm sorry. Compensation for all the shit they put me through. He takes out the necklace from his pocket and twists it around his fingers. Fuck! Shit. What the? The necklace snaps and pearls scatter all over the floor. Fantastic. Look what you did. I'm sorry, dearest Omar. At least he doesn't seem to interested in picking them up. I'll pick up a few of the loose pearls. Fuck you, dick. First aid. The blood seeping from his eye. And let me treat your wounds, hold still. She. I know, just a little longer. We completed our search, Herr Criminal Inspector. There wasn't anything incriminating in the house. Very well. It will appear it's time for us to leave then. Frau Larsen, please say goodbye to your husband. Shit. And aside, don't be afraid, Gerda. Again! I'll be back before you know it. Why is Anders giving me such an intent look? Gerda, don't forget to feed the chickens today. But didn't he already feed them this morning? I won't forget. He winks at me. There's something out there. There's something out there. Alright, you had your time enough. We need to leave. Bye, Gerda. See you soon. One last thing, Frau Larsen. You'd had to come by our headquarters tomorrow morning. Ideally, as the first order of business, we'd like to ask you some questions. If you prove to be amenable, perhaps we can make an arrangement for you to visit your husband. Heil, I'm not saying that. Anders is gone. The house is so quiet. And what am I supposed to do now? Check the chicken. I've finished lunch. A lone piece of rye bread sits atop of the table. Oh, Anders, you could never wait until dinner. It looks like a place that missed all the other tools and trinkets. And my mirror, how did it get in here? Margaret gave it to me for my birthday last year. It's sticking to the floor. Anders let the chickens into the house again. I assured him that the coop outside is warm enough. But Gerda, can't they just come in a little while? Next time you clean up after them, Anders. Next time. Starkly rooted against the white snow. I've seen quite a few gruesome sights in my line of work. Yet the sight of Anders' blood makes me sick to my stomach. Lost glove. A single glove is sticking out of the snow. One of Anders' gloves. It belongs to his favorite pair. I had to stitch the holes in them over and over again. Why did he leave it out here? It's filled with the chicken feed. Feed the chicken, he said, I wonder. I take the lid off and dig my fingers through the corn. There's something in here. An envelope of papers and a letter from Anders. My dear wife, if you are reading this, our mission was compromised. I promised myself that I would never drag you into our affairs, but I have to bend that promise. You must deliver these papers to the Sparrow. She will rely on them to finish what we've started. Once you have handed over the papers, think of it no more. Please, Gerda, I'm sorry to ask even this much of you, but these papers are crucial to our cause. Yours forever, Anders. This was what they were looking for in the house. All the words and the other papers are jumbled. I can't make sense of them. Dearest husband, what have you gotten yourself into? Wait, there's something written on the back of the letter too. Take care of the ducklings. I've left them where we took shelter last May. First sparrows, now ducklings. Hopefully I can make more sense of it in the morning. I have to. Huh. Returning.
In an instant, the peaceful life that Anders and I had strived to protect was gone. The rooms in our home seemed emptier without him. The wind outside blew colder, and the creak of the floorboards became a reminder of both his absence and the threat that had swept through our sanctuary. I shivered as I sat at my desk, unable to clean up the disarray that the Gestapo had left behind.
To my surprise, I felt a spell of pride seeing my gentle Anders take a stand, even if it might cost us everything. It was smart of Anders to hide the papers in the chicken coop. The smell was enough to put off anything from this investigation.
It was smart of Anders to hide the papers in the chicken coop. The smell alone
You have such a
was
British
enough to put
accent.
anyone off a detailed investigation.
Wait, did I lose one of my wits? Didn't I have two? Saturday, February 3rd, 1945, 9 AM.
Kriminalinspektor Stahl wants to ask me some questions, and I need to know why Anders was arrested.
Kriminalinspektor Stahl. The exotic building looms before me. I have to find out what happened. If I have entered the old police station. Ah! Hi! State your name and business. Gerda Larsen. I'm here to see a Kriminalinspektor. Looks up and down before scanning the list of names written on sheets of paper lying on the table. Gerda Larsen, yes of course. He eyes me suspiciously. You're the wife. The Kriminalinspektor office is just across the hall. His secretary will announce you. That's a positive of the theater. Adler. His eyes seems to follow me wherever I go. Behind it, I can hear the sound of footsteps, the clanging of typewriter keys. It sounds like they're having a best day. There's just Resident Evil happening in there. What's happening outside? Nothing, okay. What happens if I continue? Halt! The guard's hand rests on the gun holster by his side. Where do you think you're going? Is this not the way to the restroom? It's certainly not. Now turn around. The woman looks up for a typewriter as I enter. Gerda! Charlotte. Dearest cousin, I'm so... Oh dear, I don't even know what to say. Are you alright? Are you here to see Kriminalinspektor? Do you need to sit down? The concern in her eyed face. Right, I'll let him know you're here. Herr Kriminalspørger, Frau Larsen is here to see you. Go right on in. Startley sorting through a stack of papers on his desk. He also looks up. I briefly catch a look of utter expiration in his eye. Then he smiles. I feel the hairs on my neck stand on end. Ah, Frau Larsens, you're here. Please have a seat. Sure. Fuck. Are you see your husband? I am. Well, I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. Your husband is not cleared up for visitors at the moment. I unconsciously tighten my grip around Anders' glove, which I keep in my pocket. Then when can I see him? All in due time, Frau Larsen. But first you'll have to indulge me. I'd like to share a story. If you are aware, madam, that this region of Denmark is home to quite a number of terrorists. I have heard rumors. Fuck off! Indeed, we do our best to limit their activity, but those meddlesome troublemakers do exist. They're too cowardly to fight in the open, like our brave German soldiers or even those tenacious English. So we must hunt them. We must stick through the brambles of this little town and pick up the vermin one by one, so they don't not disrupt our noble enterprise. Tell me, Frau Larsen, how do you know your neighbors? Well enough, as I expected, as good Christians, we want to help our neighbors, do we not? Depends on what they're doing. Precisely this, Frau Larsen. Precisely this. Who knows what the man next door is hiding in his shed? What the woman in town has tucked away in her attic? But the soft-hearted among us, help just the same. These people are friends after all. Only now and then the help we offer is corrupted in something vile. The fuel we gave them to warm the stoves is instead used to burn a factory full of dutiful workers. And what, may I ask, do you think someone should do if they offer such help? Stay quiet or they'll be punished. Ah, but forgiveness is a Christian virtue. There's room for redemption. Case in point, a local came to me the other day, all nervous and knuckled shoulders. It was clear this citizen conscience weighed heavily on them. They wanted to absolute, and I offered it. What do you think this person did? Caved under the pressure? The pressure came from within. The informant divulged the nefarious doing of their so-called friends. Of course, I am a lawman. I could not simply take their word for it. Details needed to be corroborated. Times verified, individuals questioned. So I took the memento, this ring. Stiles places a ring in the table. It is gold with modest diamond at the center. A well-forged bond yields a bountiful harvest, a rather optimistic inscription. Informant's ring. Style took a ring from an informant and he is keeping it collaborative until he can confirm this information. What do you think of it? It's nice. There is certain rustic elegance to the ring, yes. Of course, the ring itself is not is of little value, but it is a symbol of the person's obligations, their redemptions. If they are lying, it represents who we can punish. But if they are honest, it will be returning to them, and their trust will be repaid. Then fund to your third Frauhausen. It's a threat. Indeed. So, with that in mind, I have some questions for you. And if I refuse, well, surely you would have no reason to, not unless you have something to hide. Now, can you tell me where your husband was going after he left home yesterday? He was off to work. Fuck! You decided to talk her. That's a good start. And your husband currently works at the mechanical shop Larsens and Broker, correct? Have you seen Herr Broker since yesterday? Have you been trying to contact him? Enough questions. We both know this is not why I'm here. You want to see something for me, so please get to the point. You're sharp. I respect that very well. I need you to talk to your husband. Suddenly the phone on Stahl's desk starts ringing. Apologize, I have to take this. Please wait outside, Fraulein. Klein will keep you company. Stahl is busy talking on the phone, but I bet it won't be long before it comes back, as it's time to take a little look around. Maybe I can find something that'll help me free Anders. Shit. Latest paper, the newspaper favored by the German minority in the region. Most articles seem to talk about agriculture and the business of local farmers. There's some balanced information here. Good look. Silas is still in the room. Fuck. She's picking her nails, glancing over ever so often at George Stahl's office. I'm sure he has been getting an awful lot of calls lately. Whew. Fuck, okay. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm sorry, Gerda. What about my... What? Wait! What? Oh. So to pretend to swoon. I began to sway dizzily from side to side. Charlotte, this is too much for me. I'm not feeling very well. Oh, you poor dear. Please sit down, sit down. I'll go get a glass of water. You just wait right here. Charlotte has left the room. Did I actually rummage through some drawers? They're filled with case files. Come on. Oh, I found a file named the film name. Algot Vestergaard, the wealthy factory owner. His daughter is Margaret, one of my closest friends. I wonder what he's doing in here. He's always been very friendly to us Nazi surveyors, but from what I've seen here, it seems like the Gestapo is beginning to doubt his loyalty. They know that they will have to keep him under close surveillance. That's they filled case out nothing. There's nothing useful in here at all. It was a waste of time. Shit, it is a fucking waste of time. Liquid. Yeah. What happened? We thought these have been the factors. Measures were taken to prevent attack. Apparently, they received a tip from an unnamed informant that very night, which detailing the plans for how the resistance would approach the factory. But apparently, the information given was slightly outdated. Whatever it means, the person who snitched wasn't a part of the inner circles. Or did they just want to deliberately mislead the Nazis? Anders' name has been filled in as one of the card saboteurs. What were they doing out there? What were they doing out there? Nope. Senna a map of our region. All the dots, they must meet the plot where the resistance has been operating. Now where were we? Frau Larsen is here to a visit with her husband. Ah yes, thank you, Fraulein Klein. I'm afraid it's out of the question. Isn't there anything I can do? He rubs his chin thoughtfully. Well, Herr Larsen seems rather reluctant to provide us with any information. Perhaps we may be able to use you to our advantage. You'll be able to convince him to do his best interest to cooperate. Never. My husband is innocent. There's nothing to be talked about. Frau Larsen, I need to remind you that you're skating on very thin ice here. You'd best mind your temper. I do take some time to consider both outcomes. I have a small window of time in the afternoon. Come back later today. Now I have some things to attend to. Please excuse me, ladies. Someone told me if you want to see Anders, I have to come. The young secretary looks pity in her eyes. I'm sorry, Gerda. I wish there was something I could do. Oh, Gerda, wait. What now? Did you hear about the banquet? What banquet? The banquet with the Vestigers are hosting at the residence this Sunday. I haven't, but it's going to be the most splendid party. The Vestiger go. They will settle who lists the perfect extravagance. So what do you think? What you'll be attending? I know the dog market is a very close friend of yours. She suddenly looks flustered. Although, given the current circumstances, I completely understand if you'd rather not go. I don't think I will. Of course. She gives me a faint pitying smile. Goodbye, cousin. Fuck off. As I exit Stahl's office, I spot Reinhardt loitering in the hall. So you had a chat with the big boss, Oh, I don't have time for this. I try to brush past him, but he grabs me by the arm. Listen, I might be able to help you. We might be able to help the others out here. From the look on your face, I take it that he wouldn't let you see your husband. It's likely for the best, you know. His face is probably... He makes a distorted grimace. Stop that. But if you help me out, I can promise to keep him safe. Well, safer. Hell, I can even arrange a private visit between the two of you. What's the catch? He smiles. I need to see your help getting me into doctor's clinic tonight. I can't do that. Sure you can. I'm worried that old Kotcher will discover us. No need to fret about that. We'll be out of there before they notice anything amiss. Just need to feel well from the storage depot. Of penicillin, specifically. How do you know where we store it? Well, I saw it, of course. Clear stay when the two of us were in there yesterday. Why did you take the painkillers then? What? Why did you take the painkillers and not the penicillin? He looks a bit rattled. A deal like ours will work better if you ask few questions. Now what do you say? Help me? And why should I trust you? You helped him break into my home. You nearly broke his nose. Look, Frau Larsen, I'm a simple soldier. I get an order, I need to execute it. I don't have to do anything personal against you or your husband. You're a brute. There's no way I'll ever work with a crook like you. I'll find another way to help Anders. He shrugs. My offer still stands. He hand slips me a paper and begins to walk away. Ooh. Give it some thought. Whew.
They put on friendly faces. They smile at you when you walk down the street. They hold doors open and make space under their umbrellas. But behind it all, there's a quiet menace. All their niceties mask a sinister motive. Their eyes cannot help but scan and study you. They look for weaknesses which can be exploited. And you shiver under the gaze of the Gestapo. No matter what promises they make.
I thought themselves the only ones capable of affecting civil and having me paid fixed. They were sorely mistaken. They did all this for a reason, providing security at the cost of freedom and bringing some kind of order into the world, but the price was high. I can only imagine what it had been like for Anders, already under the cage for so long.
I could only imagine what it had been like for Anders, under their gaze for so long.
Yes, wait, where are my inside and my wit gone? What have I done? Saturday, February 3rd, 1945.
In his letter, Anders mentioned that he was taking care of some ducklings near the lake. I wonder what he really meant. According to Anders, this is where the sparrow and the others are hiding. I hope I can get some answers out of them.
Oh wait, that's another. Oh, wait, these are on time, so which means I can go back to them. Hopefully. I don't hope this game is too long because I have other games planned for right after this. These games. The resistance inside. I can't believe I finally found it. The man is standing over that truck. By the truck, is that Peter? Locating the resistance. Young. 25. I thought I was older, which means. This is in 45, which means 5 years later, when it's 50, she would be 30. Which means 50 years later, she will be 80, which means she will be 102 this year. Shouldn't I use coffee board? How quickly soft beneath my feet. Who's there? Peter! Gerda! Hi. Well, I'll be damned if it isn't the missus herself. Next time, don't pull a fucking gun on me. How the hell did you end up here? They've taken Anders. Yeah, I heard about that. He puts the gun in his jacket and remorseful look spreading across his face. I'm sorry, Gerda, but we'll get those bastards, mark my word. Those Nazi shits won't catch us off guard again. How did you find us? Show him the plans. These are, whoa, Gerda, what on earth did you, where on earth did you get these? You get this, and Anders left them for me. Well, we should bring them inside, but first, you just need to grab some things out of the truck. I'll explain everything, I promise. Wooden walls have been withered by the harsh wind and snow. Through windows that darkness as shit, I can see rows of canned food and car parts. There are rifles poking out from underneath one of the blanket covering from the boxes stacked inside. Ooh! There's snow here, it's well trodden. It seems like more than a few people have coming and going through this place. He keeps replacing the old parts with new parts. It's Peter's truck. I hope he got that permit approved or stopped carrying. Was he really taking Anders to work every morning or to sabotage robbery? He's ruffling his hair, pretending not to be bothered by the cold. I should probably run this by the chief first, but I think you deserve to know. Please tell me what happened. He scratches his head. How much do you know about Anders' involvement with the resistance? very little. I was aware he did small errands for the resistance, but that's it. It started out that way, yeah. But it didn't take long before it became one of our most active members. I don't think any of us saw this coming. Peter suddenly looks wistful. I've seen him in action, Gerda. He was a different person, a changed man. Huh. What exactly did Anna do? Yesterday, when we ran a sabotage mission on Vestiger's factory, and shit, there's no other way to put it, things went wrong. There were twice as many fucking guards as we expected. Like the asshole we knew we were coming. What do you mean? What's going on out here? Didn't realize we were running a social club. Levi, I mean, Sparrow, we got a visitor. Sparrow. That's the person Anders wanted to bring the documents to. This is just a band of rebels on the run needs. More people knowing where we are. Who exactly are you? I'm Gerda Larsen. She's Anders' wife. Thanks, Peter. I figured that one out. He looks at me intently. So you are Gerda. Anders must have sent you here for a reason. Come into the hut, we need to talk. Peter, cover up those German guns in the hut. I can see them from here. I don't even think about going some kind of escapade. Last thing I need is getting captured before our next move. He looks crestfallen. Yes, ma'am. Quite a lot of firepower, guards. Sure is, and we're going to need it. To save Anna's, you mean? She offers up a sad smile. Among other things. But there's something I need you help with now. Come inside when you're ready. Waiting for the music. No one singing? Okay. Doesn't look comfortable to sleep on. Have they been living here for how long, I wonder? Most of the book look torn and moldy. Most of these books are older copies of describing the local wildlife. Screws repair, but the desk is covered with documents densely annotated with a red pen. Many of them look like the documents in the bag that Anders left for me. The gramophone is playing a Danish swing tune, the kind of thing that would probably be banned by the Nazi occupiers anywhere in public. I'm curious to see what's inside. There's a photograph in here. It shows a group of young people inside a pub. Is that Liva? She looks so happy here. Put that back, please. Ah. So you can smile. She scoffs. Well, yeah, well, not much to smile nowadays. Now is it? Now put it back. I quickly slid the photograph back in the drawer. It's been toppled over. Examine. Mecodrin. I know these pills. They're a type of amphetamine meant to put pep in your sleep. Myth. I wonder how long it's taking them to empty out this one bottle. I should speak to Liva. She carefully surveying the one wounded man on the bed. What happened to him? She doesn't take her eyes off the wounded man. Whoops. Germans happened. Oh. And Anders mentioned that you are a nurse. Normally I wouldn't ask outsiders to get involved, but we don't exactly have a field or hospital in here. A group spread thin as it is. Anders is in jail, Peter's stuck in hiding, and now who knows where Sven has run off to. We'll take a look at my wounded comrade. Of course. Thank you. He appears to be completely unconscious. I lift the bandage off the wounded man. Its injury and is with yellow pus. Ew! It smells absolutely awful. I removed the bullet, but it's not recovering yet. Did you give him anything? We gave him some mecodrin pills, but as you can see, we're not exactly living in the lab of luxury here. 12 actually. Oh shit! This is a fucking choice. Compassion. Oh, I get a compassion here also. What? This doesn't look good. There's not a lot I can do for him right now. I see. In that case, he needs fucking dumb. He's right. Use to clean the wound. Thank you. I won't be enough to do your antibiotics. We are waiting for supplies from the black market, but his condition is getting worse day by day. The resistance and I would really appreciate your help. We've got bigger problems. Didn't that say 1-up? What do you mean? The Gestapo knew about Anders. Someone has been ratting you out. This place isn't safe anymore. Damn, I knew trusting the locals was a risk, but I didn't think it would come to this. Are you sure? Yes, the Gestapo was very struck about having informant when he arrested Anders. You're right, we need to act quickly. Never. I'll make sure my team is ready to move out, but in the meantime, I've heard that you work in clinical time. You must have antibiotics there, something you can use to treat our comrade. I'd like you to go there tonight. Peter will meet you near the driveway and help you get the supplies we need. If you ask me to break into the clinic, I'll do what it takes. We don't have much time, and we can't afford to help Anders while our people are out of commission. His name is Cassie, by the way. Who? The man I'm asking you to save. I prove you are loyal to cause, and I'll do what it takes to help Anders. Why did I lose a German? Speaking of which, Anders must have sent you here for a reason, yes. Did he manage to hide the plans before Gestapo got to him? He did. I've got them here. There appears to be instructions on how to use a 7-sided explosive. You read them? Of course, I couldn't help myself. It's my husband we're talking about. I noticed some... Well, you didn't give me a fucking other choice. Notice something of his handwriting. Yes, well, we all had to take notes. Can you hand them over? It seemed really important to understand the resistance you received to pass. Please use them wisely. Had to pass the deliver. Thank you. You'll help me cause immediately. I've covered the guns in the shed under the manure. No one's digging through that. Ew. Good. Did you remember to spread dog powder on your tracks? Of course. Those damn hounds won't catch your scent. We should begin planning for our next move. It isn't safe here anymore. When do you want to leave? As soon as possible. We'll need to load the truck and prep Castle for... What about you, Gerda? We should use our extra pair of hands. I'll try to come back later. Wait, we should be ready to leave this afternoon, perhaps around 3 PM. Come back then.
When I heard the word resistance, I'd imagined brave fighters and a vast underground force organizing against the Nazis. I didn't expect to find 2 strangers and an old friend huddled together in a drafty hunter's lodge. Their presence confirmed Anders' involvement. It proved that he had hidden a whole second life from me, a life that had gotten a soldier wounded and brought one of his own comrades near death.
Wonder how many others hurt by this war had remained hidden. Would we ever know how it's to cost? It seemed Lava would only trust me if I offered her some help. Apparently it didn't matter that my husband had been one of her close confidence. I was amazed Peter had managed to keep his involvement in the resistance a secret for so long. He wasn't exactly known for this trick.
It seemed Leva would only trust me once I offered her some help. Apparently it didn't matter that my husband had been one of her closest confidants.
Hmm. 11 a.m.
Stahl told me I might be able to see Anders if I return. I know he cannot be...
Oh.
Stahl told me I might be able to see Anders if I return. I know he cannot be trusted, but what choice do I have? In his letter, Anders mentioned that he was taking care of some ducklings near the lake. I wonder what he really meant.
Mm-hmm. Vigilance hut should be just beyond the trees. A well-kept secret. Wow. There it is. Whatever Anders wanted me to find must be inside. This is a nice little place. Wood has begun to rot at the edges. Ah! Ah! Did you just throw a knife after me? Stand back! Who are you? I'm not here to hurt you. Her eyes flickers anxiously. I'm here to alone and I'm just talk. Who are you? What do you want? My name is Gerda Larsen. I was sent here by my husband. Your husband? Yes, Anders Larsen. He's a mechanic here in town. Do you know him? She eases her stance and slowly begins to lower the knife. I do. He's a friend. Her clothes are torn and back. She looks like a refugee. Her German is very formal too. No hint of our regional accent. You are not from here here are you? She smiles somewhat bitterly. No, I'm not. No. What's your name? Esther. What if I don't want to? Are you hiding here? Ooh! Ah! Hiding over here, Esther. Her face turns somber. Because this is how many people are forced to live now. Because the Germans I am vermin. A rat. Why else would a woman with a small child be hiding in a cabin in the woods? Because I'm only one of the few lucky ones. The small girl tucks her sleeve. Mama! What's your name, little one? The girl's face turns white with fear before disappearing behind Esther's skirt. This is Sophia, my daughter. The child begins to cough. Is she alright? No, she's been like this for days now. Is there anything I can do to help? We try to go outside, but if we can help it, but the fire is starting to burn low. Your husband has been trying to find space for us nearby, and he says we can trust the people there. Come to think of it, why did he send you here? To help you. Thank you, Frau Larsen. Esther, Anders has been captured. You're not safe here. Oh no, I'm sorry. My husband was taken too, back in Germany. That's awful. Yes, I suppose I haven't talked much about it. I've been busy running. I'll go get some firewood. There's not much else I can do. At least not right now. Jewish people. Oh, they're Jewish. Ah, I didn't understand it. Sorry. Something great. A glimpse light catches us. Shouldn't you close the door? There's something here in the snow. It's a Nazi party purge. Did Esther wear this when she fled here, or does it belong to someone else? Swastika push. The ice in this area is thin and filled with a crack. It looks like the surface has been recently broken with a sharp object. Perhaps they've been trying to fix The fishermen store equipment here. Okay. You look at they keep firewood, but the wood is too damn. I don't think there's any use of it right now. I should get back inside. They just walked outside to say, I can't take wood. Go back inside. Wood, no work. Ah. 2 pairs, 1 adult and 1 much smaller. Their shoes are so tattered. How long have they been walking? Spies old bunks with no sheets or pillows inside. I might have used bunk beds of ants. I thought we only needed them. Cough drops. A pack of cough drops. Half it has been used. This looks like the brand we carry at the clinic. A delicate necklace is twisted on the table. A thin gold chain rests on the table. The locket is shaped like the Star of David. As I examine it, I notice Esther shifts uncomfortably in her place. She keeps close to her mother. I crouch down in front of the little girl who regards me with dark eyes. Hello there. She shives away from me. I don't have compassion. Poor thing. She's so scared. I should probably leave her alone for now. Someone's coming. Ow, ow. A raspy cough. Miss Larsens, what are you doing here? Pastor Larsen used to be in bed. She says Aunt Anders sent her. He did. The pastor turns to me with eager eyes. Does this mean you are here to help? Of course I'll help. Good thing to let me explain. Anders and I have been trying to secure passage to Sweden for Esther and her daughter. I've heard rumors that there are people frequenting the Elon Inn now have to move people about in a discreet manner. I'm going to there later this afternoon to get the place for Esther and little Sophia here. You can join us if you'd like to help. I'll do whatever I can. Marvelous. The girl starts to cough again. The cough, it doesn't sound good. Oh Gerda, is there anything you can do to help this poor soul? Can I look at her? I'm a nurse. Really? Of course. I try to step towards the girl, but she retreats behind her mother. Liebling, it's alright, she won't hurt you. The girl starts to cry and shakes her head violently. No, Mama. Please hold still. She keeps crying. Esther regards me anxiously. Maybe I should wait until she calms down. Might we have something at the clinic? Ah, indeed. Do you recall yesterday's events when I asked Doctor about the wonder drugs of his? You mean penicillin? Yes, precisely. Do you think you might be able to fetch it for us? We'd be most grateful. I'm not sure he wants to part with his sample, but he's been very adamant about it. Please, my child, it's important. I'll do my best. Oh, bless you. I know you have a lot on your mind since your husband has been improvised, but if you do this for us, I promise I'll write strongly worded letter to Gestapo. Thank you, Pastor. Appealing to the basic human decency is the best we can do right now. A lot of occupying Germans have been coming to my church. I'm sure they will listen to me. I don't see what else I can do. It wouldn't get Anders out of their hands, but they might treat him better. One drug, it seems more, yeah.
They looked so terrified, cramped together in that little hut. The child had the eyes of a mouse, and her mother the eyes of a feral cat. It was only when Jacob arrived, and her shoulders relaxed, that I saw how tired Esther truly was. How long had they wandered from one hiding place to another? Always moments from discovery. How alone must they have felt, unsure if every offered hand held a hidden blade.
Jacob's often so timid and afraid, but he must have had great to deal with these two. They could not have gotten this far very easily. What had their mother done to survive? What sacrifices had she made? Had she hurt anyone along her way? It seemed that Anders had kept many secrets from me, but this one was the easiest to forgive.
Jacob is so often timid and afraid. He must have cared a great deal to help these two.
I hope those are not important. I know this episode is a bit shorter, but I'll end this episode off here. Goodbye and good night, people.